What does manhood mean to you?
What does manhood mean to me? Uh, I think it's hard to really, for me, I do my best not to distinguish manhood away from just being a human being. I think to be a human being, you have to always be in process. There's no end. To be manly or to be any specific um, moniker or end up in any specific category doesn't quite make sense in the way that I think about the world. Um, I'm always striving to be a better human being, which means doing my absolute best to care about as many people as possible.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of King Crush Thursdays, the series where we highlight and uplift Black men because, frankly, not too many people are doing it. My name is Val Gay, and I'm super excited to bring this brother to you today. Let's see. He is a former professional soccer player turned entrepreneur, and his name is Ayotunde Ogunbiyi. Hi, Tunde.
Hey Val, how you doing? You did great. You did great.
Thank you. I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you so much for joining us. You are contributing to the repository of 6 questions on our way in phase 1 to 100 answers by 100 different positive and successful Black men. As we use this narrative, actually, as we use this repository to break open the very narrow narrative that seems to exist in social media and media writ large, society writ large about Black men. And the goal ultimately is for a young king who may or may not have positive Black male role models to come to this repository, see the same 6 questions answered in phase 1 in 100 different ways, and hopefully find guidance there. And then for the rest of us who are neither male or even Black, for us to see these questions and answers and hopefully find a better understanding of this community. And so I'm so glad that you are here to contribute and to participate. And I'm going to get started with the first question, which is, what does manhood mean to you?
Wow. What does manhood mean to me? I think it's hard to really, for me, I do my best not to distinguish manhood away from just being a human being. I think to be a human being, you have to always be in process. There's no end. To be manly or to be any specific moniker or end up in any specific category doesn't quite make sense in the way that I think about the world. I'm always striving to be a better human being, which means doing my absolute best to care about as many people as possible. And that looks a million different ways. Sometimes it's, picking up a piece of trash that I see on the street. Sometimes it's, staying up late when my wife is coming home. Sometimes it's showing up early when my friend's hosting an event. It's support in all of the ways, in the same way that I think this universe supports all of us, right? So many things need to go right for us to be in the place that we are in. And I think when you get lost in the labels of any specific label, really, is when things start to go off kilter. Manhood, being a human being, is really just an exercise in love and trying to love as many people and as many things as possible.
Awesome. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you so much, Tunde. So who and or what is important to you?
Who and or what is important to me? It's a really broad question. I'm assuming it's on purpose, Val. So I think first and foremost, there's the way I think about that, or my initial reaction to it, is that for most people, there needs to be a hierarchy of some sort. I am a believer that if your cup is not full, it's hard for you to give anything specific. So I think when I think who is important to me, I have to put myself in that category. I think to not do that would be a lie. So the person that I take care of the most often and am working on the most often is myself. And trying to make sure that I am in a place where there's enough space to do all the other things that I'm trying to do. Obviously, my wife is important to me. My family is important to me. Being a first generation American, the history of my family is important to me, and all those who work so hard for me to end up in the spot that I'm in. Also, the community that I have been, it's been an interesting journey with the community that I have kind of been injected into, right? I am not descendant of the slaves that were on this territory. And I think it is important as somebody who, for one reason or another, I believe that I don't carry the same weight that somebody who, has generations on American soil has. I think it's really important for me to move and maneuver to create as many opportunities for my community as possible. I'm specific in saying that because it's not like a philanthropic concept, right? I was listening to Eddie Glaude the other day, and he mentioned a point that I'd never heard as succinctly as he put it. And he said that the issue with philanthropy is that oftentimes the philanthropy is not designed to get rid of the issue that caused the need for the philanthropy. And so what that means for me is really creating solutions that will end the problem, not just, making a bunch of money or making a bunch of whatever and giving it back because I have so much. I want to solve the problem. I think that sums it up.
Hear, hear, hear. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for that. So Tunde, how do you want us to see you? How do you want us to see you?
As another human being. I think it is so important. A concept that I've stumbled upon in the last couple of years is this concept of not looking up to anyone, but also not looking down to anybody, which means that you're on par with everybody, and everything that you see, you can also do. And I would hope that for whatever I am able to achieve, or whatever people, I guess, label me as achieving, because for me, I'm always in process. I'm always trying to learn. I'm always trying to do a little bit better. I hope that the people that watch me, the people that interact with me, which if you want to, please reach out. I'm always happy to help. I hope that they see me as them, as the same, not special, not different, not extraordinary beyond anything that you also are capable of. I think it's really, really important, in particular, for those in our community who often feel like, oh, we can't do that. Maybe because we've been told that we can't do that, but you're going to have to prove it to me.
Got it. That's awesome. Excellent. Thank you so much. So question 4 is, what is your epic dream?
My epic dream. Epic's a big word. My epic dream is that I am part of the solution of helping, and I'm using broad, I have James Baldwin, Eddie Glaude in my head right now screaming at me to say the thing properly. And I think I want to be part of the solution of helping America to realize the dream that it set out to at the beginning. I think that we again, we get lost in the labels and lost in the kind of what I'm going to call a long story when we have a lot of work to do. The world that we live in is not necessarily what I know I was sold in school. And I would like to be part of that solution. And I think epic is a really good word to describe that because of just how big that task is.
Awesome. That's excellent. Excellent. Thank you so much. So you've been answering question 5 all along implicitly, but I'm going to ask you explicitly. Mr. Ayotunde Ogunbiyi, who are you?
Ooh. It's a question I ask myself a lot. Who am I? Is who am I different to what am I? I think I would like to say that I'm the best version of me that I can come up with. I know it's not perfect, or that it's always going to be in process, but I'm doing the best that I can, and I'm proud of that.
That's awesome. Excellent. So here we are. And thank you for that. Here we are already at question 6, which is there anything I should have asked you that I didn't ask you, or you wanted me to ask you that I didn't ask you? In other words, what did I miss?
I mean, my first thought is, what did we miss? I think we're in it together, right? The thing is, I don't know. And that phrase is more than me just saying I don't know the answer to that question. The reality is, last time we saw each other, where were we? We were at an opera thing that I never in a million years did I imagine I would be there. So what did you miss? Everything that's yet to come, and everything that is in process that, I can't see for myself, you can't see, we can't see, the solutions to the problems that we're going to discover tomorrow, and the love that we'll share on the journey to getting to those solutions. I think that there is a lot of work to do because it can be done. And maybe the belief is the not obvious part of what I've been kind of discussing, that it can be done and will be done.
That is wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your answers. I appreciate just your expansive way of thinking about community and life in general is just really wonderful. And so I just want to honor you, my king, and I pray that your epic dream comes true, that you go wider and deeper and all of those good things. And just thank you so much for being here today. I'm so grateful.
Thank you for your platform, and thank you for taking the time to recognize those that you feel are a lot far along in their process.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So stay right there, because I want to thank you, audience, for joining us today. I hope that you enjoyed this conversation as much as I did. And if there is a positive Black man in your life that you want to see highlighted in this forum, please click the link below or in my bio, fill out the nomination form, and I'll take it from there. We are on our way to highlighting 100 positive and successful Black men. And we're so close. We're so close. And I must say that success does not mean what someone does for a living. They may be a former soccer player who's also now an entrepreneur or not. We're looking for those brothers who are making an impact on the people around them by the content of their character, starting with the nuclear family to the larger community and everything in between. We want those brothers to also contribute to this repository. So please stay tuned next week for yet another amazing king. And in the meantime, please remember to spread love and have a great day. Thanks so much. And Tunde, thank you so much. That was really wonderful. Thank you.